Welcome to Durham, a medieval city with spectacular skylines, winding cobbled streets, and centuries of history around every corner. Here, an ancient cathedral rises high above the River Wear, watching over a city shaped by nearly 1,000 years of history. From historic markets to hidden streets and breathtaking views, Durham is full of character and stories waiting to be discovered. So pop the kettle on, relax, and join me on a journey through Durham. Is it worth it? The answer is a massive yes. Welcome to Durham on what is a beautiful sunny day. But where does the name Durham come from? Well, the first part of the name, Dun, it used to be known as, is an old English word, and that stands for hill or fortified hill. The second part, Ham, Holm, back in the day, is an old Norse word, and that stands for island. As you can see, it's a beautiful day for exploring. I've even whipped out the sunnies because I don't want to be squinting all the way through this. So let's get exploring. What a start. First port of call is to get ourselves a little caffeine hit, and I'm going to go to a place I always go in Durham, which is right up here, and it's called Capriccio's. Got to put the accent on, but here it is, right here. See if the owner's in. I'm hoping so. Looks a bit like Pep Guardiola. Hello, my friend. How's it going?
Good, yeah.
Good, yeah, very good. Been a while?
Been a while, yeah. I see you on the TikTok and everywhere.
Oh, but get everywhere now, man.
Yeah, you're everywhere. Yes, my friend. What can I get for you?
Can I get an Americano with milk to take away, please?
Take away, yes.
Yes, please. Thank you. Back when it was just Dan doing the videos, and I was pretty much just Dan's friend, I came in here with Dan, and then I revisited the next time, and the owner here kindly has given us like treats and things, and I was just a nobody, like I didn't have a reach or anything, yet he looked after us and he was really kind to us, and so that's why I wanted to come back here specifically, because of the hospitality. They looked right after us, so...
Yeah, always. You used to comment like, see, what do I look like? What's the name?
Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola. Man City's manager right here. A little bit of loyalty, got to still come back to the places that were there for you when you had no following and stuff. He says on the house again, like I was hoping to go this time and like repay the kindness and like give him a tip and that. And he insisted that it was like on the house again, so thank you. Honestly, Pep Guardiola, truly appreciate it. This will go down a treat and set us up lovely for a bit exploration. So I think we're going to head to the market stalls and that first of all. But it's, as you can imagine, really busy because the sun's out, so everyone's out. But we're heading this way. Now, if you're familiar with Durham, you'll recognise this street behind us, which takes you all the way up to the cathedral, but you might know what it's called, and the street's actually called Silver Street. The reason being, there was silversmiths, the medieval silversmiths back in the day, would obviously be working around these parts, so they named the street after them. It then turns into Sadler Street, up the road as well. Durham Market, which you see around us, it's been a market for like over 800 years. And the market hall, which is over here, still hosts like civic events and that. So I think we'll start there. But look at this in front of us as well. There's just architecture as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful. I love Durham. It's probably my favourite place to visit in the northeast, certainly. Don't get us wrong, I visited some lovely places on these vlogs and that, like. I'm certainly not dissing anywhere. But Durham's just got that like medieval feel, and I don't know, there's just something magical about it. But here's the market hall. We've got one of our trusty blue plaques here as well. Right here. Market hall Designed by Philip Charles Hardwick for Durham markets, a company created by Act of Parliament in 1851 on the site of New Place, the Tudor townhouse of the Earls of Westmoreland. It was built in 2 phases and opened in December 1852. It's been extensively refurbished in 1996 to facilitate 6 days per week of trading. Loads of stalls and that going on. It's all been like kitted out. Then it's still got some of the old style architecture and that, which is great. Again, that nice mix of heritage versus like modern times. I don't think I need any filled fat ball feeder. So I might struggle to find something that I need in here, but it's nice to have a bit look around in it. Got jewellery, the record shed. What's your favourite out of all of these on that wall? For me, it's got to be Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. It's given us a bit like Jackie White's vibes. Didn't expect to have that feeling when I came to Durham on a sunny day. Nice positive message to spread. Beers and ciders and that. So I have a variety of things really. Spoiled for choice, and it's nice to just have a bit of mooch and a bit look around in it. Let's have a look and see what some of the stalls are chatting. Got vegan crepes there. Then there's a couple more bits and bobs up the top here. Go look at the food stuff primarily, haven't you? Can't beat a Mr. Whippy as well. I'm sure there's like a sweet shop round here, or like a sweet stall I should say. And just as I say that, there it is. So many old school sweets to choose from, man. Look at this. Where do you start and what do you choose? Like out of all of these old school sweets, what would you be choosing? These look interesting.
Alright, thanks,
Blue raspberries. Winner, winner.
You what? She's massive.
Yeah, alright there?
Aye.
Get these blue raspberries, please.
130, please.
Pay on my card, is that alright?
You've got to spend over £2.
Oh, I'll tell you what then, I'll get on the mooch. What would you recommend?
It's up to you.
I'll go with the sour dummies and I'll...
260, please.
Let's quickly try these sweets, like. Blue rasps. Oh my god, I love blue raspberry. Sour dummies. Sour indeed, but love a sweet. Right, let's get going. Now let's be honest, what do most people think of when they think of Durham? Obviously the Cathedral, so that's where we're going to head next. But if you've ever been up to the Cathedral, then you know you've got to tackle the steep street right in front of us here. I think it's genuine. By the time you see the Cathedral, yeah, we're knackered to take it in properly. But you've got a load of like food vendors and that round here, as you can see. I mean, there's Fabio's, there's Naked Bird there. There's a Pizza Express. Never been a fan personally. Then you got the like old house type vibe. There's a few places in particular along here that are very popular from what I see. Like Flat White Kitchen, which is up here. That's usually got a queue outside. In fact, it has right now. Getting closer. The big reveal. Look at this sneak peek here. Magnificent, even when it's just looking through the gap. Here we have the street name that we referenced before, Owen Gate, which is going to take us further up. But look at this, man. Everything you need. Bit of nature on the field in front. The cobblestone streets. And then the cathedral in the sunshine, just like bang. in your face,
Nice.
looking tremendous. Wow. Been here many times, right?
Oh my god, this
Never get sick of seeing this beast. Breathtaking, man. The cathedral itself was built between 1093 and 1133, and the mathematicians amongst you will have worked out that that makes this cathedral over 1,000 years old. Now, it's actually a World Heritage Site as well, and it's one of the finest examples of Norman architecture in all of the land. It's not just the cathedral that you've got going on here. You've got the castle over there, which we'll check out soon. But even this, the Palace Green, this was once the central bit of power for the Prince Bishops of Durham. And then you've got all the buildings surrounding it as well. As far as the eye can see, stories and heritage. Now, I can't quite remember what the crack is about getting in to explore and then also like climbing the cathedral steps, which I would love to do since it's a beautiful day. So we'll go and ask that question. Regardless of your beliefs in that, you've got to respect the dedication of the craft, don't you? To the architecture. I mean, look at the roof on that one. Got a little bit about the Venerable Bede here, who was known as the father of English learning and one of the greatest scholars of his time. Spent his life as a monk at the Wearmouth Jarrow Monastery. I think St Cuthbert's also linked to this place. I think he was carried here actually from Horton. See if we can see what this is. I don't want to be like disrespectful and stand on things that I'm not meant to. Bought me tickets to climb the tower, but it's not until 3 o'clock and it's the last climb as well. So we've got 45 minutes, so we'll have a bit more exploration of the cathedral, but my word, look at this, man. Someone must have had this like visioned in their head as like a design, but to take it from mind to reality, that's what blows me away. Like, people are so talented, aren't they? Like, what's my talent? Have I got any? It's quite a sad thought, isn't it? We have a book here, and the page that it's on is the first Sunday in Lent. First Sunday in Lent, the collect. O Lord, who for our sake didst fast 40 days and 40 nights. 40-day fast. I can't go 40 minutes. I'm always high and stuff for me gob. I knew St Cuthbert had something to do with it. Something stuck from the Iceborne Vikings. It explains he was a monk, hermit, and bishop of Lindisfarne. Always looking to be closer to God, he became famous for his holiness, wisdom, and many miracles. His body was brought to Durham in about 995, and this cathedral was built as his shrine. See, I didn't know that that was the case. Durham Cathedral is literally a shrine to St Cuthbert. Look at these windows, man. That looks beautiful. The colours. Wow. You could literally spend all day in this cathedral, but the last bit I wanted to show you is the cathedral's cloisters. And for you Harry Potter fans out there, this is where some of Harry Potter was actually filmed. Check it out as well. Now I'm sure you Harry Potter fans will tell us which film. I could just pretend I know and say The Philosopher's Stone, which I think is the only one I know the title of. So if it's not The Philosopher's Stone, let me know. Just when you thought a massive cathedral would be enough, you then have Durham Castle. This was built by the Normans in 1072 as part of their conquest of England. Now, it's part of the university, obviously Durham University being quite a prominent university, and it's even student accommodation nowadays. Now, I don't think you can get right in, because obviously it's people's homes now, but we'll see how far we can get, just while we're waiting to climb the old tower there. Imagine living in a castle, man. Like when you're putting your address down, when you're applying for stuff, I don't know, what's your address? Oh, it's number 1, the castle. Madness. But how tremendous does it look? You have a sunny day like this, it just all looks spectacular. But as you can see, no public access beyond this point, so this is as far as you can go, unless of course you're a resident. But if we peek in a little bit, you can see that having a game of polo and that. Hey mate, alright. I was just having a record if that's alright. I know not to go in, mate, thank you. I was just intrigued by the polo.
Okay.
So there we have it, a Normandy castle. Lads playing croquet on the field outside what's now a bit of student accommodation and other things. It's just another world from where I'm from, but just amazing. Durham, you are ridiculous, like. Right, I think it's time to go back to the cathedral and climb this tower. Now, there's not going to be much talking to people, if any, in this one. And that's because it's not like a pit village where you get right in the nitty-gritty and talk to locals about their stories and that. Durham's more I don't know, like a student-y feel where everyone's going about their own business. So there's not really people to get right amongst a conversation with, but nevertheless, I hope you still enjoy this vlog. It's going to be more of a kind of historical, scenic one. And you know that we like to dip into the history a bit of places in these vlogs. And just as we get closer to the cathedral again, I just wanted to say congratulations to me Bezzy Mara, Danny Vlogs. He's dropped his Friday at work because of the success he's having on the vlogs. And soon he's going to be dropping down to part-time 2 days at work. Because again, he's passionate about his vlogs and it's what he wants to make his career. And I just wanted to say well done to him. And thanks to you guys on his behalf as well. Obviously he thanks you a lot, which of course he should. But I wanted to thank you because without yous, my best mate wouldn't be able to achieve his dreams or be on the road to achieving his dreams and being able to do his passion for his work. So thank you so much. Of course, thank you for the support you show me as well. We're just about to hit 20k followers on Facebook, which is insane. So thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting Dan. Just 2 mates on this crazy journey, supporting each other as we go. But it wouldn't have been possible without all of you joining us for the ride. We've talked about doing a little joint thing as well, a little joint channel. Now, we asked people, or Dan asked people on his page, whether that be something people are interested in, and it seems like it is. Now, what the content will look like, not sure, but just know as well, we'll keep our individual pages going, and whatever the joint page becomes, it'll be something a little bit different. So yeah, I keep saying it, but thank you for the support. Here we go. The start of the climb to the top of the tower. Now it helps if you can see us. Woo! So yeah, there's 325 steps to climb here, and it gets more and more narrow as you go up. Now the climb itself is 218 feet, 66 metres in metric. So it's a canny climb, but this is the only way to access the tower. And I'm already flagging, not a good sign. I'll blame them blue raspberries. So this was a tenner to get to the top here. Now, the views are going to be well worth it in my opinion. But the cathedral itself, everywhere you've seen us explore up to this point, is free. Now, they do ask for a donation if you can make it. And of course, without the donations, then places like this wouldn't maintain.
You love it, don't you?
We just soldier on us. These are the proper steps. Narrow as out. It's kind of hard to juggle a camera. And look at these steps. It's hard to use as well. I hope you're appreciating the commitment here. People well versed in the cathedral. Those beginning steps, were they just like the trial run, or are they included in the steps? Everyone's knackered. These views better be worth it. All I hear is puffing and panting in front and behind, including myself, by the way. I remember doing this as a kid. I bet I whinged all the way up.
Oh, good.
Is it worth it?
Oh, to the top already. That wasn't long.
The answer is a massive yes. Got the river weir down there, which we're going to be visiting in a little bit. But every side of this rooftop view is stunning. Like, of course, we've just been to the castle. That's over in this direction. I am in my element here, like, honestly, this is superb. Just takes your breath away, man. Sorry if I'm waffling. I waffle when I'm excited, like. Little church bit under there. If you haven't climbed Durham Cathedral steps, next time you come, do it. Yes, the 325 steps aren't the most fun thing in the world, but this is absolutely worth it. As beautiful as this is, and as much as I could spend all day up here, it's time to explore the rest of Durham. But get yourself up here. One false move and the vlogs are over. From the hardy life to the hardy death.
Yeah.
Like a black and white sort of timid one as well. Yeah.
Currently on, and it's got a sign over here, Framwell Gate Bridge. Tells you here that the original bridge was built by Ranulph Flambard, Bishop of Durham, in 1099 to 1128 as the first permanent river crossing, and was defended by a tower and gateway which were demolished in 1760. Now the views either side of this bridge are stunning. I mean, that side's decent, but then if you look across the other side here, this is where I would say you get the first proper glimpse of Durham Cathedral from a bridge Durham perspective. Look at that view there, man. The cathedral and the castle just peeking out over there. But then if you see right in the distance there is another bridge which we're going to head towards, and that is called Prebends Bridge. This one was built in 1778, and it was actually designed to give one of the best views of the cathedral, which you can see right up there. It's pretty much one of the most photographed spots in the whole of Durham, and you can see why. Is there a better river walk than Durham's? It's going to be hard to beat. Like, cathedral in the background, boats, and then look at this in front. Just beautiful sunshine views. So as you'll know, this is the River Wear, and this stretches all the way down. Obviously we've seen the River Wear quite a few times on our treks. I think the most recent one probably has been Chesley Street. River Wear and the northeast are kind of synonymous with each other, but it's lovely to just get on the banks of it, just escape again the hustle and bustle. Durham's starting to transition at this time. It's now 4:30, so the nightlife is just kind of starting in Durham. It's went from walks and coffees and families to now friends and family going out for a couple of drinks and meals and that. But look at the sun. Wow, this is all you need, man, and it's all free. Coming towards us here is Bath's Bridge, and this has been changed over the years, and I think there's plans to replace it again in 2027. But the reason it's called Bath's Bridge is it was actually used to connect swimming baths. Now, because it's still technically very old and a bit worn, hence why it's been replaced, there's this sign here saying that it's a weak bridge, and please give way to oncoming pedestrians and maintain social distance and regulations. And naturally, we're going to cross it. However, we've got people coming across, so I'm assuming we should hang fire. And in the meantime, check out these roads and the lovely views. So let's hope we'll make it across this dodgy as out bridge. It's looking good so far. We made it, thankfully. Now there's all sorts goes on along this river. You've got the rowing club and that, which I think its little base is over there. But then you've got a bandstand as well. And then I've seen like an event on before where they've had along here kind of stalls and that, similar to what they've got in the market, but I guess more of a, I don't know, like a festival-y type vibe. But as you can see, it gets chocker with students and that along here. People, I don't know, having a bit of a drink maybe. Maybe you come here to read a book. But it's just nice, you know, everyone out in nature, particularly on a day like today. Got playing fields in that here. Got kind of pull-up bars, and there's some goals in the distance, and the rest just field. Looks like you can just access it as a public member of the public. Got cricket going on as well. It's just a nice vibe, you know, like got runners and that as well. Everyone's just out socialising, doing the arm bits and bobs, and just genuinely having a good time. And it's just nice to be amongst, you know. Obviously there's a lot going on in the world at the moment, and I'm gonna dip into it, but the world's kind of a lot of friction, amongst it. In the meantime, it's nice to see people like taking the pleasures where they can, meeting up, having a good time, and just enjoying nature and that really. Another local area vlog, another viaduct, but I'm sure you'll agree they just get more and more impressive every time we see them. They've been prominent fixtures of Chesterley Street, of Horden, and now of course of Durham. This one in Durham's Grade 2 listed, and it carries the East Coast Main Line through the heart of Durham city centre. It was completed in 1857, and it's approximately 253 metres or 277 yards long, and it stands at 23 metres or 76 feet high. It offers passengers world-class views of Durham Cathedral and Durham Castle as they crossed the city. Absolutely stunning. However, as you've just seen, the sun's starting to set, so that means we need to get to our final destination of this Durham mooch, and I've absolutely loved it. The final stop of our Durham tour is Elvet Bridge. So this bridge was constructed in the 1100s, and it's one of the oldest bridges in Durham. And bridges have been a bit of a theme in this vlog. I hope you're not bored of them. But we've got a little sign down here as well with a bit more info. So apparently the bridge was built by Hugh, and I'm going to say Puiset, who was Bishop of Durham between 1153 and 1195, and it was the second river crossing for the city. It's got 14 arches, but only 10 are now visible, and originally 5 metres wide. It's been widened since upstream in 1805 to 9.5 metres. That concludes the end of our Durham mooch. A bit of a different one, like I say, because there hasn't been many chats to people. There's been a lot of nature in there. Been kind of a Lone Ranger on this one, so I hope you've still enjoyed it. But we've seen medieval skylines, we've seen Norman structures, we've seen a boatload of nature, we've had some delicious blue raspberry sweets as well. And we're ending on this view with, of course, the River Wear and the beautiful Durham Cathedral in the background, the cornerstone of Durham. Where will we go next? That is the question. But until then, look after yourselves. What an incredible place Durham really is. The history, the views, the atmosphere. It's honestly one of those cities that just never gets old. From wandering the streets to taking in those amazing Riverside and Cathedral views, today's been such a good one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and drop a comment below letting us know where I should explore next. I'm always looking for new places to check out. Thanks so much for watching and coming along for the journey. I really appreciate it. See you in the next one.